So we got the Super Bowl champions in this division, the AFC West, as we preview this division. Now, the Chiefs are they're the top dogs of the division right now, right? But they're gonna have some competition this year. It's not gonna be as easy as people think. It's going to be a dogfight. Matter of fact, it will be. And it's gonna be a dogfight. It's gonna come down, and the thing is, the Chiefs are gonna barely win this division, barely get the top, and I'll explain why in a minute. Now, if you want to see the full schedule, I say this every video, you're gonna have to go to Sports Steady TV on YouTube. Sports Steady TV, youtube.com/Sports Steady TV, and go and find each team in the AFC West. So if you're a Chiefs fan, Charger fan, Raider fan, Donkey fan, aka Broncos, you can go to youtube.com/Sports Steady TV and you can find your team there. And we get the breakdown by breakdown win-loss record for each game. And it's predictions, so don't get butthurt. Anyway, the Chiefs are going to win the division, but it's not going to be easy. As a matter of fact, it's going to come down to a tiebreaker. Matter of fact, with the LA Chargers, Chiefs are coming back, 12-win team. We got them at 12-5, and a couple big games here that they're going to lose some big games. They're going to lose some primetime games. Matter of fact, we got them losing on Sunday night, October 1st at the Jets. They're going to lose that. We got another key loss that they're going to lose at the end of the season at LA, which is another loss, and they're going to lose at Vegas on November 26th. In division, they're going to lose to Denver. And the division, we expect Kansas City to be, let me see. They're gonna win like 3 games in the division. They'll go 3-3 in the division. So that's another reason why they'll barely get out of the division. But the LA Chargers are the team that's gonna give Kansas City a run for their money, right? Justin Herbert has arrived. Now I know Herbert has been anointed the greatest thing ever before he has actually did anything, but you just can't deny Justin Herbert. For some reason, we just feel it, man. Like, if you look around the NFL right now, besides Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, right? That's like the top tier guys, right? You could say tier 1, Burrow and Mahomes, right? And then there's like a drop off, right? You have a bunch of guys in tier 2 with potential, and then there's just a bunch of tier 3s and 4s around the NFL. A lot of rookies, a lot of second year guys, a lot of veterans who are not as great. Aaron Rodgers is still, I guess you could put Aaron Rodgers still in tier 1 or 2, depends. He's definitely tier 2, right? Him, Allen, maybe a few others you could throw in there, whatever. But the problem is, there's a bunch of guys in that second lane that's coming, right? Lawrence, Herbert. They're coming, guys. Lawrence and Herbert, one or maybe both of these guys are going to take that large step. They're going to overlap Josh Allen. And they guys out there love Josh Allen, but Josh Allen is not, he ain't it. His window's closing. He's going to end up being he's going to come back down. He's not going to win a Super Bowl. He's going to end up like Kirk Cousins. Like, put up a bunch of big stats and not win playoffs. That's going to be Josh Allen in a few years. Or maybe it ends up like a Drew Brees type. Now, Drew Brees did win, but remember, Drew Brees was in the NFC, right? If Drew Brees would have stayed in the AFC, he wouldn't have won no Super Bowls either. Let's just be honest. He got the Super Bowl because he went to the NFC, and that's how he was able to win. But if he played his whole career in the AFC, Now, Allen's only shot would be if he ended up in NFC somehow, maybe for a team that had a lot of talent and just needed a quarterback that he can get to a Super Bowl. But he's not getting to a Super Bowl in Buffalo. It's just not going to happen. So the Chargers are here. The Chargers are here. The Jaguars are here. They're coming. So Justin Herbert he has the highest ceiling right now of anybody in this division, including Patrick Mahomes. Because I think Patrick Mahomes is already at his ceiling. He's just really good still. But Herbert is the only one in this division that can challenge Mahomes. And he's going to challenge him this year. I give the Chargers a couple more years. If they build right and Herbert keeps improving, you can definitely see the Chargers taking this division. But it's going to be close. And the difference here is going to be that common opponents, which is the tiebreaker, this is how Kansas City will remain the division champs, because they're common opponents. Common opponents, Kansas City will go 7-1, and the Chargers will go 6-2. That's how Kansas City will win this tiebreaker. But Kansas City 12-5, LA Chargers 12-5, but the tie goes to Kansas City. Third place will be the Las Vegas Raiders, way down at 9-8. Jimmy Garoppolo and the Raiders, they're gonna start off very slow. They're gonna struggle for almost the first 8 weeks of the year. Is gonna be dreadful for the Raiders. Then they'll turn around after week 8 and put together some winning streaks, and they'll get some key victories at home to Kansas City. They'll also beat the Chargers to keep themselves alive, but at the end of the day, they will fall short of the playoffs at 9-8. But it'll be very competitive. And it'll be a 9-8 team that's going to be in almost every game, right? They're going to be in most of these games. Just don't sleep on the Raiders, Jimmy G. And then the Denver Donkeys. The Denver Donkeys. Now, everyone thinks Sean Payton is going to come in and he's going to turn Russell Wilson around and they're going to get this thing back up and running again. I don't believe it. I think that the Broncos are going to struggle on the road big time. They're going to lose the whole. They probably lose every road game except for Houston. I think they're gonna struggle major on the road. They got road games at Miami, at Chicago, at Kansas City, at Buffalo. They'll beat Houston. I think that's the only road game they will win will be at Houston. They'll lose to LA. In LA, they'll lose in Detroit, and they'll lose at Vegas. They're gonna lose all their road games except for one. That's gonna be the reason why they will not make the playoffs and finish the year at 8-9. They're going to be a terrible road team. Terrible road team. They'll be good at home, but they'll be terrible on the road. They'll be solid at home. Terrible on the road. Terrible. So that's the Denver Donkeys, 8-9. So let's recap. Chiefs, 12-5. Chargers, 12-5. Raiders, 9-8. And the Denver Donkeys, aka Broncos, 8-9. And two teams in this division will make the playoffs. The Kansas City Chiefs will win the division. They'll be the 3 seed. And the LA Chargers will be the 5 seed at 12-5. So you know to see how very important it is that Kansas City got that victory to avoid going out to New England in their first playoff game. So the Chargers will end up going out to New England. If you watch the AFC East preview, you will know that the Patriots won the AFC East and they're the 4th seed at 12-5. So Chargers will be on the road for their playoff game, while Kansas City will host the 6th seed, which is the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that is the recap here on the AFC West. If you disagree, let us know in the comments. I want to hear from Chiefs Kingdom, Bow Up Kingdom, whatever. Bow Up Kingdom, Raider Nation. in Donkey Country. Broncos Country. Is it called Broncos Country? I don't even know. Let me get it right. Okay, so it's Chiefs Kingdom. It's Bolt Up, Raider Nation, and Broncos Country or something like that, I think. So all I want to hear from all of you. Flood in the comments. Let me know why you think I'm crazy, why you think your team is better. And I'm pretty sure that Kansas City is not going to have many complaints, right? Because we got them winning the division. But maybe they think they're going to win by more than 12 games. Maybe they think they're going to win 15 games, right? Because you know how fan bases are. So either way. And what about the love that we giving the LA Chargers? We're giving them some major love this year. So where Bolt Nation at? Bolt Up Nation, whatever they call themselves. You know, we showing you guys some love, especially Justin Herbert, who hasn't won anything, but we're on the Herbert bandwagon right now. So you know, let us know what you think about that. All right, guys, that's it for the AFC West preview. Don't forget, if you want to watch each team win-loss breakdown, go to Sports Steady TV YouTube channel and find your team, or find any team you want to look up, and we have the win-loss breakdown of each team on Sports Steady TV. So that's that. Follow us on twitter.com/SportsSteadyTV. Gridiron Steady as well. Gridiron Steady on Twitter. You can see all the social media icons up in this video somewhere. Let us know what you think. Follow us. We got more coming up. We head to the NFC next on the next video. So stay tuned, guys. Peace.